Hey guys, welcome to Game with Grandma. Alright guys, I just woke up a little bit ago. Oh, having my coffee. I love my coffee, by the way. What I got for Christmas. Oh my gosh, I got so many things for Christmas. So me and my son, we turned in, hold up, I'm gonna open my blinds more. Because otherwise it's way too dark. But the things I got for Christmas. Me and my son took in our 2DSs. Because, we don't use them anymore. So we got, 22, no, I think it was like $70 for each one. And we took in, I think, 6 games. And they had a special going on. So we got that. So we got like 240 something or whatever. And this is all what I got. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the first time I got this Story of All Time. I've been dying to get this. I got this I think before the 2DSs, but I got this. And then I also got my Animal Crossing. I love this game. This game is so awesome. And then I also got this one. All I Need is Sparks of Hope. I was going to get it for my birthday, but I'm just like, yeah. Because they got part 2. But I haven't finished this one. So, and then I was there for a little while and I noticed this. It was like $8 for this. And as everybody knows, I love to do my farming games. That's basically, what I love to do. I also got Ghostbusters. I am so happy about this. They actually have Ghostbusters, the VR on Oculus Quest, coming out in 2023. So I am very stoked for that game. Not sure how much, I would imagine it's like 40. I'm going to have to save up. But, let's see what else. Oh, my daughter had got me a game, called The Quarry. She ordered it online. And I also, I'm going to show you the other games I got. I got to turn on my Switch. Now, guys, I don't have the actual, Switch. I have the Switch Lite. I've had this for about a year, I think. Been about a year. I'm very thankful. Thankful for all my gifts. Now, I was going to get another game for my birthday, and I'm like, dude, I got so many stinking games. I also have, I got from the library, I got Mario Odyssey from the library. I have Dead by Daylight, Green Hell, the Cooking Simulator, Video Kid, Taxi Chaos, Stranded Deep, and of course the Super Nintendo and Nintendo. So yeah, I got a crap load of games. Plus, before I couldn't get all these games on my system. Like, I needed a memory card. And so I grabbed my old SD card, which is a TAF card, and I put it in there and it worked, and I'm like, yes. So I got my son Ghostbusters. He got his Pokemon Sword with the trade-in. And he got, or no, not Sword. Scarlet or Violet? I think it was Violet. What other games did he get for Christmas? I'm gonna have to go in there and ask. I forgot. I know Ghostbusters was one of them. Hey, dude, what games did you get for Christmas? Oh, he got his controller. Where's your controller? For your Switch.
Over there.
Okay. Alright, I wanted to show you what my son got. He got this for his Switch. And then he also got... Oh, okay, so he did get Violet. I was trying to figure out which one, Scarlet or Violet. I was so confused. And then my son got this last month.
Careful, please.
At Goodwill. It's Jesus carrying the cross. Isn't that cool? We got this for $3.99. So he loves this. This is awesome. A long time ago, I got him this Pokeball, and I don't think he ever uses it. You don't ever use it, do you?
I do.
He does. It's a
Just like I
miracle.
play a lot of my games, you're just not in here when I'm playing them.
And he got
The
his
Pikachu hat.
Pikachu hat. He saw this. We were looking around, and I had $10 on my card. And what did you trade in again?
I don't even know.
Yeah, he traded a game in, and he got. I had 10 on my card, and the hat was what, $29.99 or 20? I think it was $29.99. It was like $30.
It was 20.
Yeah, so he did his, and then I did mine. And what else did we get when we got the hat? Do you remember?
Little Nightmares too.
Oh, yes, he got Little Nightmares too for his channel. I know I don't post a lot, guys, just because of the fact of I'm like super busy. I'm off of school until January 23rd, so I get a whole 6 weeks off. Our last day was the 8th. For math, I had to go in on the 12th to find out what class I was going in. I'm retaking the class. Don't mind my hair. Everybody like dolls themselves up, but I really don't care. Let's see. Yes, the 12th I went in, and because I was absent, I was sick here and there. And then the heating problem and the landlord, and yeah, you guys know all about that. At least I hope you do. But yeah, I just, I was absent so much. I was absent like 3 or 4 times, and I didn't learn all that I needed to know, because I was like, when you're absent from class and they go over something and you weren't there, and you can't get any extra help, which I found out in the middle of my class that they had tutoring in the school, which I didn't know. So now I go to the tutor when I need help. Now, algebra, I was able to pass that. Now, for math, I had the final, which I did terribly. It was really bad. I only got maybe 5 or 6 right, and there was like a 30 questions. But on my tape test, I did better because I was going to the tutoring in that. She said I did great in algebra. I didn't do so good in geography. I think it's geography. Isn't it geography? Yeah. It's where acute angles and all that stuff. I didn't do so good on that. I did a couple of them right, and then fractions was the worst because I really don't know fractions that well. I did them in high school, but I mean, that was in the 80s when I went to school. So the thing is when you get your high school diploma, do not, if a college asks for your high school diploma, do not give them your original, because I did, and the college went under, and they never gave me back my high school diploma. So the school has no record of anything, because after a certain period of time, they get rid of it all, because they got all the new kids and stuff. I think it's like after 20 years, if you didn't pick up your diploma, they would send it to your old address, which would have been my mom and dad's. But, yeah, so I have to go and get my HSED. Now, why I'm doing this is because I want to be a game designer. I want to learn how to design games. I also want to learn how to build PCs. But I want to get this other stuff done first. I can literally go into computer classes, but I decided not to. I was going to. And then I'm like, no, I got to do this stuff first, because, of course, you have to have a high school equivalency, or, you know. Before it was called HSED. Well, now it's called HSE. I don't know why, but so in reading, I moved up in reading. I moved to the next class. I did very well on my tape test didn't go so good, but when I did my final, I passed. She said that I went up 25 points for my math and my tape test. And then she said when I did my final, I over exceeded that. So I was like, wow, okay. I was very proud of myself. I'm so proud that I passed the next class. Now, math, I understood because I was absent. I mean, I was absent about 3 or 4 times in reading, but she would always post it on the website that we would log into and that. And I could be able to do the homework at home, you know, so that works. But math, she really didn't post much. She would post homework and that, but that was about it. And I didn't like that because I wanted to follow along, but I couldn't go because the heating problem and us deciding we were going to stay here. We're not moving upstairs. It's just, it's horrible. The kitchen, I don't want to. I'm very happy and blessed that we have this place. I mean, if you notice, they got this piping all the way around and then down through here, and then we have our heaters. But the pipe goes all the way back into the wall and goes into my son's room. And then they have this one that goes from the laundry area. And then they got this one hooked up here. But we have heat down here now, so I'm not worried about it. But I think if I wouldn't have told my caseworker about us having no heat, she would have never gotten it done. Another thing, our window in the kitchen is broken. It won't connect. It won't, you know. When we first moved in, it was fine. Nothing was wrong. And then we had that huge storm. I have it on my channel that we had that huge storm in August. And all the power was out till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And my son can't sleep without his TV. So he was literally up the whole entire time. But as soon as lights came on, he went to bed. My son's schedule is wonky. He records whenever he can. And guys, you don't know how much he edits on his channel. He spends like 8 hours editing. I couldn't do that. I mean, he doesn't constantly sit there for 8 hours. Of course, he gets up, walks around, does stuff, you know. But, yeah, it usually takes his videos like 8 hours because he tries to get them as short as possible. And he's doing really well. So if you guys don't know my son's channel, it's Random Gamer 56. If you want to see gameplay and things like that, go to his channel because he has tons and tons of videos now. He's doing very, very well. I'm very proud of my son. He works really hard. He's got like 48 subscribers or whatever. So, but he does fantastic for editing. I could never imagine doing that. But it was funny last night. I was talking to my daughter and I told her to send me a video of, of my grandbaby opening her presents. And it's so funny because she's like, it shrinks it and I don't know how to do it. I said, go on your computer, plug in your phone, go to the file that you want to put it on, and then put it on your computer, and then take it and send it in my email. She didn't know how to do that. Well, 2 of my boys, their computer, you know, they had knowledge from me. My oldest, when he started getting in computers, because he didn't know a whole lot about computers, and I taught him about megabytes and kilobytes and the processing, because I went to college. But when they went under, there went that. But yeah, I did accounting in college and I passed with a B. So, I'm really good with numbers. I really am very good with numbers. Um, but, the 20th of February, um, I start on the 20th. And repeating the class makes me feel a lot better because I wouldn't want her to advance me with how much I'm like messed up. Now on my final, I kind of rushed through it. But when I took my tape test, I took my time. But for some reason, when it's on paper, my brain is just like, what? But if it's on a computer, I'm fine. I'm good as gold. But when it comes to being on paper, it's just like my whole mind just is completely erased. Some of my classmates didn't even know anything about computers, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, you're gonna need that if you're gonna continue your education. One lady was 63 years old. Um, I mean, I don't know if she's just going to get her high school equivalency, if she's going to continue her education. I don't know. But there was one grandmother, 83 years old, and she graduated college. Yeah, yeah. Well, now I thought 55 was senior discount. Found out it's 65 now. I don't know why. But there is a movie. If you guys have Peacock, if you have Xfinity in my area, Xfinity includes Peacock Premium. But Peacock has a movie called Snowbound. It's where a husband and wife and their little baby, I think it's like 6 months old, they have to go to a funeral. Their grandmother or something, his grandmother had passed away, and they were heading toward it. So they borrowed a truck from her brother, and they get stuck in the snow. It is so good. It is such a good movie. And if you guys don't know who Doogie Howser is, he used to be a kid doctor in the 80s. It was a show. It was really good. Also, let's see here. I'm going to show you the movies I got. Oh, I also got this. Because my DVD player that I got at Goodwill doesn't work. So I got this. It's a VCR rewinder. I got that because I got to be able to rewind my stuff. But I also got this one. I could not find this at all on any streaming services. So I got this. And then last month, I got my Christmas Story. And then I had this from last year, Brady Christmas. And then this is the other thing that I got for Christmas. I got One Magic Christmas. I love this movie. I have a sticker on it from Goodwill, but I got it on eBay. We also got Minecraft for my grandbaby when she's here. So she loves the fact of being able to play that. So yeah, we had a great Christmas. I'm waiting for my son to jump in the shower so I can jump in the shower. Tomorrow, me and him are going to Goodwill. Usually around every month we go to Goodwill, and then we go to Burger King for lunch, which is very nice. I thank God for everything. Like, I am so thankful for everything that I have, that I get. I am very thankful. I was going to get that game, and I'm like, no, I got plenty of games. So I got something for my VR headset. I got, I'll do a video when I get them. Now, I had gotten spikes for my shoes. You know, those winter things. I'm going to show you guys. But when I put them on my boots, now my boots are huge. So I got a large, and these are my boots. They're like huge. And I got these. These were the spikes because they go on the bottom of your shoe so you don't slip and fall on ice because I'm going to need those for school. And they literally, the rubber snapped. So now me and my son are going to get the little spikes. And this time I did extra large because I didn't want to have it happen again because of my boots being so big. Because they're a size 11 in men. Yes, I got big feet. I was going to get ice skates, and I said, no, I'll wait because sometimes Goodwill, they have ice skates. So if I can get them there, I'll be happy with that. And they're probably way cheaper too. If they do have ice skates, I'm going to see how much, they usually have on them. And then, and then I'll figure all that out. But right now I am playing Dead by Daylight. And I am trying to do the Rift for the Christmas event. So, and then I'm watching Christmas movies, like people opening Christmas presents. And, some of these people, holy crap. One family got 2 PS5s, and I'm like, okay, one goes in the kids' room and one goes for mom and dad. I know that's exactly what they were thinking too. Because the dad probably wants to play the PS5. So it's like, well, this one will go in the living room and this one will go in you guys' room. And, that way dad can play too. And then they also got a VR headset. My grandbaby, I wasn't very happy about it, but I'm not her mom. Her grandma, her other grandma, because I'm Grandma Nana and Grandma Titi, and then she has her aunt, Jean, and then her mom and her mom's fiance, my going to be son-in-law. I'm so excited about that. But I am just so thankful that, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Every day is a blessing, guys. Every day is a blessing. When I wake up in the morning, me and my daughter and my son were playing. We were playing Dead by Daylight because we do that a lot. We play Dead by Daylight when we got time. And it got to like almost 8 o'clock. And I said, guys, I got to stop. And TJ's like, why? And I said, I am tired. And my daughter's like, yeah, she's on school schedule, so she goes to bed when around the time she normally goes to bed. I take my meds at 8, and I'm usually like dozing off at 10. I usually try to lay down right at like 9:30, because otherwise my body. I have electrocution in my legs because I have what is it called? There's not enough circulation. So like from here, I think it's for here. No, it's about right here. About right here all the way down on my feet. For some reason, no circulation. Well, I mean, I can walk and that. I'm thankful for that. Because eventually, one of these times I'm not going to be able to. So I'm very thankful that I have, feet and that I can walk. Breaking my ankle, 2018 I broke my ankle. Wow, it's been a long time. Every so often I get that pain in my ankle that I broke, but that's normal, One time I mean, when you're younger, it doesn't bother you at all. But when you get older, it kind of gets sore after a while. I mean, not like I'm limping or anything like that. It just gets sore. But me and my son, when we walk to Goodwill, it takes us about an hour and a half to walk. And then Burger King is just like maybe 15, 20 minutes down the street. I am so fascinated with Goodwill. You can find so many things like games, movies, books. They got glassware, plates, toys, They have TVs, computer monitors, keyboards. I've gone in there and I've seen brand new keyboards for sale, and they were like $4.99. And I'm just like, dude, why don't people do that? Why don't they just, if they're getting a new keyboard, just go to Goodwill? I mean, you don't need a gaming, gaming setup, especially if you can't afford it. But my webcam broke, guys. I went to grab my webcam last night because I was going to do a video on my computer, and it's broke. The front part broke off. The side was chipped. It was horrible. So I just threw it away. Eventually I'll get a new webcam, but I played some Walking Dead last night. It's been so long since I played VR. Oh my goodness. I would do a video of VR, but I have no webcam, so we're gonna have to postpone that. But when I do get my other Christmas stuff, oh, I also got this for winter for when I'm going to school. It covers my face and then like right here in my chin. And my coat that I have that my daughter got me, thank you, sweetie. I love you. It's awesome. It's nice and toasty warm too. But I got this because of me walking to school. I don't want my face and my eyeballs frozen. So I got that. Yeah, I gotta put it back over there. I got that. And then I got some bear gloves. They're like cotton, and then they got the Bears logo on the hand or whatever. But I just thought I'd put up a video and hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas. To me, Christmas is more of spending time with family than it is getting what you can get. Even if I didn't get anything, I still would be happy that I was able to celebrate Christmas with my family this year. My daughter, she didn't even know I got her, her and her fiance, they didn't even know we got them gifts. And I said, of course we did. I'm not going to just, you give me gifts and, that's it. No, that's not the way it works. But we had the games, and we don't play them, so we gave them to them. They're in good condition, like brand new. So I hope you guys like this video. Not sure when I'm going to have another video up, but God bless, and you guys have a fantastic day. Happy New Year, and hope your year is splendid. This is Grandma signing out. Adios, amigos. Doses. I'm out.